that's a nice mix to have as you start the season.
Yeah, it's nice not to have one class that's got tremendous amount of players versus one sophomore or junior. We're pretty evenly dispersed, and most of our kids gained a lot of experience last year. And like we've always talked about, they improved and were playing some of their best golf at the end of the season. With Abby Boyer qualifying to state and finishing in the top 30 as a freshman, and then we had all three kids qualify for sectionals, and just that experience of moving on to the next round, and that'll make them more relaxed when the postseason rolls around this coming season. I think more than anything, we're going to have competition for spots, which always drives kids to improve and work hard, and so I'm excited to see what we can do. I love our team, and we're going to maybe take some people by surprise this year, I think.
We'll talk about your 1, 2, 3 before that. Before we get to that, let's not forget about 4 and 5. That could be the key to the season on maybe going to state or advancing far in sectionals, or those last two people.
Absolutely. I think sometimes that gets lost in the game is everybody focuses on your best 2 or 3 golfers, and when it comes down to team stuff, your 4 and 5, 3, 4, and 5 really sometimes are the key to all that. If they can come up with a few good holes and just eliminate or keep from making big holes, then that puts your team in a lot better position at the end of a tournament. And I think when districts and sectionals roll around, that's going to be important for us. I think the competition that we're going to have all season for those last couple of spots on varsity is going to be big.
Talk about Abby Boyer. She's the top dog here, and her game has improved, and you're looking forward to improving again this year.
Yeah, Abby's put a lot of time in this summer, and even throughout the spring. She loves the game. Her family's a part of it, and so she's really pushed herself. She's got goals for things that she wants to do in her next 3 seasons and beyond that. And this summer she's played in a lot of tournaments, qualified for some big tournaments, and just putting yourself in a lot of different pressure positions so that when season rolls around, nothing feels new or bigger than it really is. Seeing different courses and having to make a lot of different shots. I think she's really good at self-correction, so when something's not working, she's able to come out here and practice and work on it until she feels like it's right. And she doesn't need someone to push her. I think she's really good at motivating her teammates to come out and play more and work at it, looking at the team thing. I think last year with going to state, it was fun and she enjoyed it, but she really doesn't want to be the only one. She wants some of our teammates to go, and her teammates want to go as well.
What's the best part of your game?
Her putting. She's just consistent on the green. Her short game is really good for someone at her age. A lot of times that comes with maturity. That's the last kind of piece of the puzzle for kids that get to senior year, and that's what they're best at. I think for her, she's been consistent at that. She works on it hard, and so she can score up and down with her chipping and putting well.
No matter what we're doing score-wise or whatever, but you can see the improvement. We want to set some goals, and do they know the goals are going to maybe set early and stretch that out, or do you do that or not?
We haven't in the past.
That's a good idea. Maybe I should do
Thanks,
that.
Fred. We've, the couple seasons before this, numbers have been a concern for us. We've, kind of coming in the season wondering how many we're going to have. This season and even in last season, we haven't had to worry about that. We've got consistent numbers, and we're going to have. So I think for our kids and the experience, this year we have more experience as a whole rather than just a couple parts than we've had in a while. So I think that helps make some of those goals. When you've got a lot of new kids, you don't want to overwhelm them with outcome focus, and kind of like we talk about with other sports, and focus on the process of improving. And if you can feel those changes happening, sometimes you don't see the results, but you're doing things the right way more often than not. The outcome's going to take care of itself. Scores are going to improve. But I think with this group coming back that we have, the experience, especially on our varsity squad that I see, setting some sights for ourselves as the season goes. It goes so fast for us that we want to make sure that some of these things, as far as our consistency with our short game, are improving, kind of quickly, so that we can see our scores drop and our confidence boost up.
How was your golf game better this year as a sophomore than it was as a freshman?
I think that I worked on my swing a lot over the summer and last year during school, and I've gotten better with my distances, so I hit everything a little bit longer. And I've also gotten way better at putting. I take out a lot of the 3 putts and have more 2 and 1 putts. I think that's probably the better part of my game.
When rather practice or go play?
I would rather practice personally. Family and like friends ask me to go out and play all the time, but I think that if I practice, I have more quality time, and it helps me get a lot better to have more repetition than to go out and play. I think for me, I practice, and then playing is to show like what I can do.
Then when it gets to the point where you hit the 8-iron, if you're hitting towards the flag and you hit 20 balls and try to hit 20 inside the circle,
Yeah.
and you can do that, and when you get on the course and have that shot with an 8-iron, you just pull it out, and it's repetition. Talk to me about that a little bit, how the practice then just almost makes it automatic.
Well, I think after you hit a certain point of hitting, like, say you hit 20 shots to a certain flag, once you're on the course, you have more confidence, and then once you're confident in what you're doing, you're almost guaranteed to hit it well.
You're speaking about confidence. How much more confident? You'll be a lot more confident this year playing than you were as a freshman because none of this is new anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think going to state really helped a lot, and then finishing well. I think I'm going to be more confident, but I also feel a little bit more pressure. Last year was kind of a learning year, and so I kind of have a little bit higher expectations this year.